it's very draining on us volunteers when these people have to give up their animals, and to talk to some of the people and to hear the hardships they're going through is really very, very upsetting. And we just want to try to do as much as we can to help them, and the people just have to understand that we're doing what we can. We can only house a certain amount of animals. So without new volunteers or additional volunteers, we have to kind of just do what we're doing now, which is probably a good job because we are rescuing and saving a lot of animals and finding a lot of homes for them. We're a nonprofit. We run the shelter solely on the donations and the kindness of the community.
Okay, we pay for all the food for the animals, any supplies that are needed, cleaning supplies, bedding for them, down to like paper towels and that kind of stuff. And
we do a lot of fundraising. We have people that just work on fundraising. We also have one volunteer who spends all her time writing grants to see what kind of monies can be got through the government and any major corporations who have money that they would donate or grant to a shelter.
We do all kinds of fundraising. We recently had a dinner dance where we took donations to raffle off at the event. We do canning at the local supermarkets.
But donations as to like cash donations, donations where people mail in checks. When you go out to do a can shake, which is when you stand in front of a store with your table and a can asking for donations, that we've seen a drop in because of, if people can't put food on their own table, how are they going to help out us?
It's costing us all more to live, and we're not getting, people are just not getting those raises they used to.
And the more exposure we can get for our pets, the better,
Not everybody knows where we are, but at least we do have a place where we can have daily adoption hours, which we do. And through Pet Finder and word of mouth, people have found us down here.
Our biggest expense is veterinary. Okay, because every animal that comes in has to be spayed or neutered so that they cannot reproduce. They all have to get shots. And some of them come in and they're sick and they need to be seen by a doctor. They need medicine. We take care of all that.
We had to switch vets that we were using, and we just, couldn't keep up with their rising costs. And so we went to a local People for Animals, which is a huge rescue organization in Hillside. And they were, we were able to, give us because they combine, they have like they're a big spay-neuter clinic. So they, encourage spaying and neutering in the area. And because a lot of people can't, they want a pet, but they can't afford to keep up, with the required shots and the spaying and neutering. And in order to have a pet in New Jersey, you need to have them licensed, and they can't be licensed unless they have their shots. So, it's a win-win for everybody.
We do have a vet that comes to the shelter every other Sunday to give some basic care, which is shots, the cats for SNAP testing, for AIDS and leukemia, the dogs possibly a heartworm test if I could hold them because some of the dogs were kind of strong. But we try to do as much as we can with the vet that donates her time. We just have to give her the supplies. If any of you have a pet, you know that the cost of just an annual visit could probably be anywhere from $150 to $200. So whereas we may get some special consideration from some of the local vets for the treatments that we need for the cats, it still is a costly proposition for us. Our expenses just for veterinary could be up to $5,000 per month.
I think right now the surrender rate is high because of the economy. And I think it will be for a while until people stop losing their jobs and stop getting put out of their homes and having to move into apartments where they can't take animals. So I think this is going to be going on for at least another year, I predict, at least.